What are the invisible forces that help us survive? From a split-second response when faced with danger, or a baby's inborn ability to reject potentially harmful food, to the huge risks we'll take when confronted by desperate situations. The answers lie deep within every single one of us, and they define what it is to be human.
This is the story of our extraordinary instincts and why we behave the way we do. And our journey begins not here in our crowded modern world, but here in the vast wilderness of the African savannah.
Because this is the landscape where early humans took their first footsteps and our instincts were forged. This is a pioneering journey. For the first time ever, we're beginning to comprehend the foundations of behavior, our human instincts. This is the story of the most basic instinct of all, the instinct to survive. We'll discover how every one of us possesses an armory of instincts to protect us from danger, even if we're barely aware of it. And the story begins at the moment of birth. Like every living creature, this calf is born with a pre-programmed set of instincts. Some will only be revealed as he matures, but even at the moment of birth, they're all in place, waiting to be called upon to help him cope with the trials of life. This calf is just 2 hours old, but he's already standing up and walking around, and all his survival instincts are intact. By comparison, human babies are virtually useless. Even at 6 months, these babies can't survive on their own. They can't even sit upright. Of all the mammals, we produce the most helpless of babies. And that's all because 2 million years ago, our early ancestors stood up and walked. As a result, the female pelvis grew narrower, but the human brain also grew significantly in size. So for a baby's big head to pass through a small birth canal, the baby has to be born well before the brain is fully developed. That evolutionary trade-off meant this: a highly vulnerable baby, born before its time. Wholly reliant on its parents. So how does a baby survive? It has one key instinct: to get noticed at all costs. Jasper is just a few weeks old. Like all newborn babies, he's using the one powerful weapon he has in his limited armory: he cries, and he cries, and he cries, making sure the whole household is at the mercy of a bawling creature weighing less than a Christmas turkey.
When he cries, to me it means, Mum, come and get me, there's something wrong, I need you now, and you just have to drop everything and go to him. Some people say leave them, but how can you leave that? You can't.
The instinct to cry is more sophisticated than you might think. Babies alter both the pitch and volume depending on how urgent their need is for help. The louder and more piercing the scream, the quicker the response.
I never ever imagined how loud a baby could scream. You read books, you hear about screaming babies, but until you've got one and it's there and it's in your ear, sound is like nothing else.
And there's a rule that unites all birds and mammals. The more needy the baby, the louder the sound it produces. When a human baby's cry is measured in decibels, the results are extraordinary. In fact, a baby's cry is just as hard to ignore as a pneumatic drill. Amazingly, Jasper's cry can match the ear-splitting 97 decibels produced by the drill. Both are very insistent, and both are very loud. A baby's cry is such a powerful tool for survival, it can even induce milk from its mother's breast. Essential when you haven't got much else going for you. Because from the moment we're born, it's the energy that food gives us that keeps us alive.
But it's not just any food that we crave.
1,000 billion eggs are produced worldwide every year. 600,000 tons of sugar are consumed each week. 800 tons of French fries are eaten every hour.
Why is it we're all drawn to food like this, which is high in calories and fat? It's because our appetites were formed in a world where abundant food was simply unimaginable.